What is inflation? In an area filled with banana trees, the monkeys' lives run according to a clear pattern. Every day, the monkeys work, move, and try to collect leaves. Those leaves are used to get bananas. Bananas are the center of life, a source of energy, a determinant of whether the day feels sufficient or lacking. For many years, the price of one banana can be obtained for the same leaf. No anxiety and no confusion, life feels stable. But slowly, the balance began to shift. The number of leaves circulating in the monkey area is increasing. Leaves are easy to get, and more monkeys are holding piles of leaves in their hands. On the other hand, banana trees do not change. The amount is fixed, the harvest time is fixed. The energy required to pick bananas is also constant. Bananas do not grow as fast as leaves. Initially, this change is almost imperceptible. The monkeys still exchange leaves for bananas as usual. But over time, banana owners began to realize something. The leaves received are increasing, but the bananas we have are not increasing. If bananas continue to be exchanged for old leaves, bananas will quickly run out. So without any announcement, without any fuss, the number of leaves demanded for one banana began to rise. This is inflation. Inflation is a condition when leaves lose their ability to get as many bananas as before, not because the leaves are damaged, not because the bananas have changed, but because there are too many leaves compared to bananas. Leaf value goes down. To get the same item, more leaves are needed. The monkeys who didn't notice this change started to feel strange. Their pile of leaves seems to be getting thicker, but there are fewer and fewer bananas to take home. They worked longer, collected more leaves, but the end result didn't taste any better. Life feels tired, but not moving forward. Some monkeys thought the problem was with the bananas. They feel bananas are becoming expensive. In fact, what actually happened was that their leaves became cheap. This is a misperception that often occurs. Inflation makes people focus on the rising prices of goods, even though the root of the problem is the falling value of money. Monkeys who kept the leaves for too long started to feel the effects earliest. The leaves that were collected with great difficulty last year can now only be exchanged for one banana. The leaves are not moldy, not torn, but their strength is reduced. Time is the enemy for leaves that are only stored. In contrast, monkeys holding bananas or other items actually felt safer. Bananas are still bananas, the value follows food needs. When there are more and more leaves, bananas become increasingly hunted. This causes the price of bananas and leaves to continue to rise, even though the bananas themselves do not change in shape or taste. Inflation does not appear suddenly, it grows slowly, like water rising little by little. When the monkeys realized it, their feet were already submerged. They begin to realize that working hard alone is not enough. If the leaves they receive every day continue to decrease in value, some monkeys are trying to collect more leaves to offset the increase in banana prices. But this method is like running on a treadmill. The faster you run, the position you stay in place. Because as long as leaves continue to grow faster than bananas, inflation will continue. On the other hand, there are monkeys who start saving bananas or exchange their leaves for something with more stable value. They don't let the leaves sit for too long. They understand that leaves are only a medium of exchange, not a strong store of value when inflation occurs. Inflation also makes the differences between monkeys even more pronounced. Monkeys that were close to the banana source had an advantage. They can adjust prices more quickly. Monkeys who only rely on leaves as a result of their daily work feel the most pressure. Every day feels harder even though the routine doesn't change. What makes inflation dangerous is its stealth nature. No alarms. There is no specific day that marks the start of inflation. Everything felt normal until one day. The monkeys realized that a handful of leaves was no longer enough for today's meal. Inflation also affects how monkeys view the future. Saving leaves for later is a risky decision. Delaying exchanging leaves for bananas could mean losing value. Time is no longer neutral. This is a factor that erodes the purchasing power of leaves. Ultimately, inflation is not about greedy bananas or lazy monkeys. Inflation is a matter of imbalance between the number of leaves and the number of bananas. As long as the leaves continue to increase without being offset by the increase in goods, the value of the leaves will continue to fall. It's a simple law that doesn't care about anyone's feelings. In the lives of monkeys, inflation teaches one important thing. Having lots of leaves doesn't necessarily mean a better life. What matters is how many bananas and real goods can be obtained from those leaves. When the leaves lose their value, the monkeys are forced to think beyond just collecting. And that's where inflation works hardest. He not only grinds leaves, but also tests the monkey's understanding, awareness, and life strategies. Without sound, without drama, inflation continued, changing life little by little, until only monkeys who understood the game of leaves and bananas were able to survive in peace.